everyone, it's your old friends at Nerd Russ, and welcome back to another episode of the Future Wrestling RPG. You joined us at the height of the build-up to our next big show, Last Stand 2, and things are very heating up with our match card very much taking shape now. Two matches made last week, so let's go around the table and introduce the lot. So our roster for this week starts on my left-hand side with Dave playing Mr. Conor. You are currently the Future Wrestling National Championship, and a spicy match we have later on tonight, by the way, in regards to that. But if you hold on to that title, Dave, you have a date set with Mr. Silver Fox at Last Stand 2. How are you feeling about it?
Feeling good, but it's last week was the first title defense, I believe. Or second,
it was, yeah.
First title defense. So tonight I have an even bigger title defense against Alan Morph. That was one I wasn't expecting, but I'm very excited about the match against Morph. Yeah. Spoilers. Ignore.
It's just, if you don't want to hear about the Future National match now, look away now.
Anyway, yeah, I've got a title defense tonight. Apprehensive, but hopefully can make it to the pay-per-view. At the end of the day, you never know what's going to happen on any given night. So we'll see what happens. See who walks out from behind the curtain.
Indeed. So in that case, then on the right-hand side is Mr. Alan Morph. So you also have a match set for Last Stand 2 now officially, and you did it by thrashing a man's office. How does that make you feel?
You can't prove I did it. There's no proof that Alan Morph destroyed the office. There's only that tape that, was in the VCR, but it does not show me destroying the office.
It's a fair point. To be fair, he has a solid defense, culpability and all that. So either way, an intern destroyed an office, right? So that intern obviously
some little bollocks destroyed the office.
Whichever one comes first, really. I mean, it's the interns all look the same, unfortunately. So like red shirts, basically.
That's racist.
That's not racist. That's not racist. They're red shirts, okay? They're red
racist.
Shirts. We buy them in bulk. All right?
Racist.
We need the manpower. That's how it goes.
Fucking Jimmy Carr, you are.
Hey,
very dark humor. Very dark.
I pay my taxes. All right.
I pay my tax.
So either way, Casey, are you looking forward to your match with Rob Midas?
I am. He was the guy that put down Fox. We all had him ticked off as just some stupid manager. I think his best mate Jamie put it greatly as a puffed up poor man's Percy Pringle. If I'm mistaken. So, but he did get one over on Fox, so he does have some sort of capabilities.
Yes, he certainly does, and no doubt we'll hear more about that tonight. On the left-hand side this week is my opponent for Last Stand 2, Kira playing Violet Storm. We had a bit of exchange of words last week, but again, things are tense to say the least between Dekker and Violet Storm at the moment.
Focused, very focused.
That's one way of putting it. We shall see how that goes, because like I said, there's some high stakes for that match, because essentially whoever loses leaves Future Wrestling. So that should be interesting to see how that goes. Yes. Never to return. So we'll see. In the center screen tonight then is, of course, the center of attention, which is Silver Fox. You, as we mentioned, are fighting or challenging Conor to potentially get your national championship back at Last Stand 2. Again, you're looking for race wins. You were in the main event last week. Again, defending your tag team titles. Again, you've got split loyalties going on here. But again, you're focused on getting that title back. How is Silver Fox doing at the moment?
He is he's a little bit puzzled, but still determined to get his championship back. But as I said, he is puzzled by our terms. That sentence has really resonated with him for the last week, and
he
still hasn't wrapped his head around what to expect from that.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, perhaps we might find out what that means tonight. We may never know. On the right-hand side tonight is Mr. James Rage joining us again. In case you missed it, Jamie, you have a rather big date set with the returning Cutter, who came back last week, rather stole your thunder, if you will. And a match was made thanks to Dekker, who again also is still general manager. Let's not forget Rob. So you are going to be in the first ever Hell in a Cell by Future Wrestling. You're going up against Cutter. You excited?
Yeah, I am. You see, he can steal my thunder. I'll just make more. And I'm glad that it's a Hell in a Cell because the Asylum fight pit is usually my go-to, but that's for honorable fights between warriors, whereas I need a slightly bigger and more sadistic contraption for what I'm going to do to that big bald bitch.
That's you can see he's already in promo mood, can't you? It's just elegant, baby. Like water. Beautiful. Rob, that quick promo brought a tear to you. You're obviously very happy with your acquisition.
No. Again, you see, this is the thing, right? You're starting to get into Dekker mode here. It's not an acquisition. We are partners.
Okay.
Partners. We work together. He does not work for me. I do not work for him. We work together. So it's not an acquisition. We are partners. You shut the fuck up, you.
Sure.
Little fucker. But yes, very happy with the partnership. Everything seems to be going well, but there are still some spanners in the works. People trashing my office, people thinking they can make decisions without informing me. So yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Indeed, yes, we'll see how it goes. Indeed, and finally, on our call tonight on our roster is Aaron playing Mr. Jimmy Morris. So Jimmy Morris has been having an interesting time with the Rose family as of late. Aaron, I think it's fair to say. You want out, but you're not allowed, essentially, according to Rob Midas and according to Fred Rose. You're being held captive by the Rose family, and that rather beautiful bounty that's holding above your head as well. That prize hog from the Rose games is not quite in your possession. So, what's Jimmy Morris going to be doing over the next couple of weeks?
Basically, making Fred Rose's life hell. And
I have both of them now. That's incredible.
One of these days, I will not react to one of those.
No, that's not happening. It's not happening.
No, it's not.
My goal basically for the rest of the year is basically business as usual. And now I rob Midas to the point where he wants to just leave. And now we're annoy Fred Rose on top of that. So
you're just going to try to annoy as many people as you can then. Okay.
Yeah, it's generally what I do from day to day, but now I actually have targeted people that I want to do it to.
Okay, that's good.
So
that's healthy, I guess. I don't know. Nevertheless, that is our roster for tonight, and we're going to get our show right on the way. So we got our opening credits as ever, and when we do hit ringside, we are welcomed by Mike Dublin, but he gets cut off immediately by Mr. Rob Midas, who's storming down to the ring by himself.
Amazing. I didn't get a full night in the job before the shit hit the fan. I have little shits coming into my office and trashing it. I have videos being left behind by a stupid little animal, because that's all he is an animal. Goading me into fight. If he wants a fight with me, it's a fight he is going to get. And not only that, on the night it should have been so glorious for me to take over as executive producer, what happens? Dekker happens. See, Dekker is so concentrated on keeping onto the reins that he's not even looking at what he should be looking at, and that's Violet Storm. He comes in and he thinks he can come into my business. But you see, Dekker, you made the Hell in a Cell for the pay-per-view. All I have to do is laugh at you. If you had just made a simple match, things will go very different, but you didn't. You put James Rage in a Hell in a Cell match. Are you fucking insane? He is going to rip Cutter's head off and hang it from the top of the cage. And that's in the first 10 seconds of the match. But you see, Dekker, the time is coming when you will have zero power left in this company. So if you want to make your little matches, make your little matches. Try and keep on to that grasp that you have left, because very soon you won't have anything left and you will be gone and you will be nothing. Now, I'm in a very generous mood. So I think what we're going to do tonight, I'm going to give every member of that roster, or should I say most members of that roster, an opportunity here tonight. You see, Casey Colt doesn't have an opponent for the pay-per-view. She doesn't have an opponent to defend her championship against. So tonight, in this very ring, we're going to have a battle royal. And in this battle royal will be people who have never had a world championship opportunity before. And the winner of that battle royal will face Casey Colt in the main event, defending her championship at the pay-per-view. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the generous one. I am the one that the people will come to whenever they want anything. I am the man who is going to liberate this locker room from the oppression that is Dekker. And we're going to give you, the viewers, the audience, the universe, exactly what you want. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you later. Bye-bye. And off I went.
Well, there you have it. Obviously, Rob Midas not quite in the mood to converse tonight, but obviously the commands have been made, and we do have now a main event set for tonight, and we are going to finally find out who Casey Colt is facing at Last Stand 2. It should be intriguing because this is going to be a first time ever. I'm going to read here, a chance of a lifetime battle royal is what Rob Midas has written down here on our editor's notes, and it certainly is that. If you're one of these competitors in that battle royal, never had an opportunity before the title, now is their chance, and it could be the only chance they get as well. It'll be really exciting to see how this plays out, and indeed it does. So Mr. Jerry Soul, I'm giving you +1 on that promo, so give us a roll, +3 altogether. Okay. And nearly an audience. You get some, oh no, it's an audience. Sorry, I misread your dice. So that is an audience already for Rob Midas. Nicely done. So ladies and gentlemen, this opening contest is scheduled for one fall. One fall. One fall. Yeah, I know. I don't know why I did that myself, but however. Introducing to the ring first, weighing in at 303 pounds from the Asylum Fight Camp, Carlton Titus. Well, as we just heard there from Rob Midas, there's some huge announcements made already for tonight, and we are starting off this show with a bang, a clash of the super heavyweights, as Carlton Titus is about to put the honor of the Asylum Fight Camp on the line as he goes up against a man facing his teammate at Last Stand 2. You up the Vicodin, eh? Right, fine. And his opponent, weighing in at 387 pounds from parts unknown, Cutter! So we saw Cutter's bombastic return last week on Future Wrestling, and he is back again on the opener to try and smash through Carlton Titus by any means necessary. Because that's what Cutter does. He destroys people. That's apparently his mission statement. So, as I said, the commentators are going, well, if you wanted to make any dramatic returns, Cutter is your man, going by last week's statement as he tore through the ring and forced a no contest in a tag team match where it looked like Rage and Titus were going to claim the tag team championship, but nevertheless, Cutter very much now has his target in sight, and it is James Rage. But he has to get to him, he has to go through Carlton Titus first. we will. So, we're going to go around the room, lads, as ever. So, Dave, who'd you like to win, Cutter or Carlton Titus?
I'm gonna go for Mr. Titus.
Titus, okay, interesting. Casey, how about yourself?
Cool.
Kira?
Better.
Foxy?
Cooler.
Jamie?
Oh, Titus.
Okay. And Jerry, yourself?
Titus.
Titus. Well, I'm going to go for Cutter. So,
Fuck you.
So we have 4 going for Cutter and we have 3 going for Titus. So lads, Titus, you'll set the pace first. So give us your rolls. Okay, that's a 4. Jamie, what was your roll? That's a better 11. And Dave, your roll. An 8. Okay, so altogether that gives us a 23 to beat. So, playing on behalf of Cutter, let's see what happens here.
Fuck's sake.
So we have an 11. What was that? There, Casey, that 12?
That's a fucking 12.
12. And a 4 and an 8. So yeah, and Cutter's going to win this one. Casey, that is the only 12 you're going to get tonight. You do get that.
I know.
For someone
do
else.
get that.
For someone else. For fuck's sake.
Yes. I love that.
I'm
So yeah,
for you.
Yeah. So like I said, it's going to be a very quick cost match. It's going to be like kind of like your typical, you're sort of your Goldberg Lesnar-esque type of match where they're just hitting each other with big moves and power moves and finishers, and Cutter will get the win basically after a couple of minutes. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this contest, Cutter. So Cutter's celebrating, obviously in the middle of the ring. He's kind of like talking to camera, basically like trash talking to James Rage, saying he's coming for you, LSL, blah blah blah. Rick and Morty, 100,000 years. You get the idea. But in the shot behind him, you see when we're in the ring, James Rage. So Jamie, what's happening here?
At the ring, he turns around. We have a bit of a stare off.
Mm-hmm.
Carlton Titus grabs his leg.
Okay.
As he turns to deal with that, I rush him.
Mm-hmm.
I kick out the other knee and I start strangling him on the middle rope.
Ooh, okay.
I take out his knee, so he's down on his knees. I have instruct Titus to hold of him, and I grab a hold of the back of his head and just kind of lean back off of the apron. I'm strangling him on the rope.
I like that. Okay, fair enough. Okay. So I'll give you a real roll to let all that play out. So +1 real. Critical. He's choked out. And not only that, it's a critical roll and it's also your match objective. So that's a double audience for James Rage. Oh, you love to see it. So again, the commenters go, well, like I said, it's been a constant battle of one-upsmanship between these two men, between Cutter and James Rage. These two are going to tear each other apart at Last Stand 2. Even if they get to Last Stand 2 is the question. But nevertheless, it is down to whoever was left to try and fight this battle. Cutter is currently being looked to by our medical professionals at ringside. It's just a matter of waiting to see if he is certainly fit to make it to Last Stand 2. Rage certainly making his point tonight, and he is in action later on as well. So he's been escorted backstage. Morning, Kira. I'm sorry. I was powerless to stop them. So yeah, we cut the commercial on that, and when we come back, we roll into our next contest. Ladies and gentlemen, your next contest is, shut the fuck up, is your Future Wrestling National Championship match. So, out first is the reigning champion Conor Locke. Introducing first, weighing in at 201 pounds, from Inverness, Scotland, Conor Locke.
No, I'm just making my way down the ring. And with the belt, just got to get onto the stage, hold the belt up, my left arm, make my way down the ramp, up the steps, into the ring, feeling quite confident. I'm not really expecting anything major, so I just kind of get into the ring, into the corner, give the ref the belt, and await my mystery opponent.
Indeed. And again, the commentators go, well, like I said, for Conor Locke, this is quite a high-stakes environment because he already has a match set at Last Stand 2 to potentially defend that national championship belt. But jeopardy here is he may lose that belt before he gets to that contest. And again, the stakes could get ever higher. We still don't know what this situation is with his alter ego, if you want to call it that, and what that lays in store for himself and Silver Fox. I'm sure for Conor Locke being the kind of professional he is, he wants to get to that show and as national champion rather, and make it a fair fight between himself and Silver Fox. But unfortunately, he has to get to this contest first to get there. So when that happens, then the lights go out and we hear the music of Alan Morph. And his opponent, weighing in at 233 pounds, from the Timon Woods in Dublin, Alan Moore!
Just before I come out, my music goes down, silence, and Vince McMahon's music plays. I come out wearing the white dust suit with the Jason hockey mask, wearing Rob Midas jacket and tie, strutting to the ring like Vince McMahon. And on my mask, I have kind of a goatee, the same way he would, like just painted on with permanent marker. So I
in response to this, sorry to interrupt you, Casey. Upon seeing what I see at the top of the ramp, I roll out of the ring, lob myself into the crowd, grab a sign, come back into the ring and hold up the Rob Midas suck sign as he walks down the ramp.
As I stand up standing up the stairs, I stamp on each one, point to the sign and says, "That's absolutely right. I do suck." Get into the ring, do the lap, walking around, take off my...
Casey, I stop you as you're walking around, stand behind you and ask you to continue on.
I continue on.
I join in.
So, kind of a rare thing. Morph and Locke on the same page.
Common thing.
Common grounds, yeah, common enemy, yeah. So, love it, lads. So again, the camera's going like, you know, I really shouldn't be laughing at this because, like I said, these two are about to fight for the national championship. And a couple of weeks ago, these two were bitter enemies in what I could describe as only such a bizarre contest. But as I said, there's obviously some sort of animosity there between Conor Locke and Rob Midas because he's really joining in on this fun, the mind games that we know Alan Moore for, really into overdrive here. And I can only hazard a guess where he got that suit. Only one place, really, and I think we know who the culprit was last week.
Still doesn't prove I did it.
It doesn't prove, no. It proves you capitalized on it. Let's just say that. So yeah, after all that shenanigans, you two are going to enter the ring, and we get our match underway. So, lads, this is the title match. You're going to have 10 spots in this contest. So, open up your dice. Let's see who gets started.
7.
And Dave rolls 11. So, Dave, first roll goes to you.
7-11. Right. So as we're strutting around the ring, together, I stop, wait till he walks right the way around. He sees me in front of him, and I just give him a thumping lariat across the neck to get the bell ringing.
Okay, I like that. Yeah, work roll then in that case, Conor Locke, +1. Successful, you get your momentum, and we start off the match in earnest. So, give us your next rolls, lads. Let's see what happens next.
7.
7.
6.
6. Dave, you're still in control. Go for it.
So after the hardcore lariat, I'm just gonna come off the ropes and go for a leg drop. And as I drop the leg drop, I kind of just look at Morph and kind of smirk, a little bit of a laughter, like, you know.
Okay.
What's he doing here? You know, I mean, just
kind of the panty waist style. Fair enough. Yeah.
Poking
that's a
the
look
panda
roll.
bear.
Poking the bear, indeed.
As it were.
As it were.
9.
Look roll, -1. You get it either way. So leg drop successful, and the momentum is yours, Connor Lock. So next roll, lads. Let's see what happens next. Strong roll again, Dave.
8.
Oh, you're one off again, Dave. Casey, unlucky. So Dave, this is your roll.
So step up from the leg drop,
Mm-hmm.
and I just jump to the second rope and go for the axe handle onto the neck.
The axe handle, the most dangerous move in all of fighting.
Of course,
That's a real roll, Connor Lock. -1.
it won Macho Man many titles.
I'm sure it did. Ooh, it's a 5. So it's actually not going to work for you this time around. So, Casey, you have a chance to reverse the most dangerous move in all of fighting. Double axe handle.
Double axe handle. I want to, before he even jumps off the rope, I want to run up and close on him over the top.
Okay, fair enough. That'll be a work roll for that then. Alamorph +1.
Ooh, 6.
6 with the 1 makes it happen. So you do get your momentum for it, just about.
Nice.
And you steal the roll off Dave. Nicely done. So 11 for Dave.
10.
Oh,
This is
Casey again. Oh my
squeaky
God.
bum time.
Okay, Dave, you have Casey in arm's length here. What happens next?
So he's knocked me off the top. I'm on the outside,
Mm.
bit shaken up. So I get myself up. I notice he's still standing on the ropes, or standing by the ropes, kind of looking over. So I sweep his legs from underneath him. He goes flat on his back, and I pull him out, and he just lands straight on the back of his head on the ground, just to sweep out from under the ropes.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. That's a work roll, Lucky, +1. And that is successful. So you get that. And more momentum for Connor Lock. So next roll, lads. Let's see how you get on. 9.
Yeah, 4.
4. Okay, so Dave comfortably has this one then. So Dave, you've won another roll. What do you
So
want to do
what
next?
I'll do is I will pick him up, and I'm just going to gorilla press slam him into the barrier, or on top of the barrier.
Okay, Gorilla Press Slam. That's a power roll, which is a straight roll for yourself. And that's an 8, so you do get it. It's another successful roll, and we move on to the next roll. So we're halfway through the match, lads. Let's see what happens next. Snake Eyes, right. Casey, advantage 4.
Still counts.
You technically won that roll somehow. Jesus fucking Christ. That is probably the lowest successful roll we've had in this RPG.
See, I was
Casey.
rolling for the inverse. Sorry about that, John.
Ah, yeah. I see what you mean. You're planning ahead. I like that. So, Casey, number 4, you win this roll. So you've just been gorilla slammed into the barrier. What happens next?
Seeing as he just likes to bring up the inverse, the inverse, I grab him and kind of alligator roll him into the barricade.
Ooh, I like that.
Nice.
I think that's a work roll.
Make it so.
Make it so. Shut up, Wesley.
Ooh, 9.
And that is successful. Momentum for Alan Morph there. Nicely done. And let's give us your next roll. 9.
6.
Oh, unlucky. That was literally the inverse of Dave's roll. So Dave, this is your roll. What do you want to do next?
So I'm gonna feed back up, kind of cell in the back. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to gut punch Alan Morph and walk him over to the table, where I'm going to attempt to lay him across the announcer's table.
Okay, so you're kind of setting up here. I'll treat it as a straight roll, kind of as well. So just a straight roll for that.
Roll.
7, yeah, you'll do it. So this next spot then is with Alan Morph on the table, and obviously I'm assuming you'll have broken the count by this point, yeah, just to keep the match rolling.
Yeah.
You can see Foxy like internally counting here. Just so I want to keep the referee happy, because I know we all follow the rules here. So this spot then has Casey on the table, and we want to see who wins this one. So Dave, you have your roll there.
Yep, 10.
10, and Casey. So this is for the next spot.
9.
Oh, right, Dave. This is yours then. So what are you going to do here with Casey over the announcer's table?
Well, I'm going to head to the top rope and finally land that neck breaking, career ending axe handle I've always wanted to land since I'm a baby.
You're gonna axe handle him through a table, you hideous monster.
Oh,
Real
yeah.
low, please.
This
-1.
guy's going to hell.
6.
Oh.
So you're going to dodge the ducks. The axe handle is not going to be successful. Casey, what are you going to do?
Boom, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way. Let him go crashing through and roll into the ring.
But fair enough, yeah. Straight roll then to dodge the double axe handle.
9.
He dodges it.
I was hoping for a bout of sleep paralysis there. He's coming, but I can't move.
I can't get out. I'm trapped. so Casey steals your momentum there, and you go, I suppose, crashing into the announcer table. I guess.
Yes, I do.
One collapse, I suppose. But yeah. So that leaves us with 2 spots, lads. Give us your next roll. 10 for Dave.
10.
10
as well. Again. Roll again, lads. Yeah. 5 for Dave.
And
a 12. A 12 for Alan Morph. Okay. So you know the rules, Casey. Double spot, double momentum, or free audience. What would you like?
Ooh. Free audience.
Okay. Right. Free audience then. What would you like to do here, Alan Morph?
These have to go to the table.
Yeah, me go bye-bye.
Yeah.
I want to bury him with steps, table debris, and wherever the fucking shit I could find under the ring.
Bit much.
Okay. All right then. That'll be a luck roll, Alan Morph. +1.
Son of a bitch.
For fuck's sake. 4.
Oh, okay. Right then. So you're gonna try it, and basically Conor Luck is going to get out of it. So he's gonna try and topple the table over you. That might be a chance for you to squirm or escape. What would you like to do here?
Me?
Yes.
As he's burying me in debris and whatever he finds from under the ring, including an empty Big Mac wrapper. I think the left shoe of Jimmy Morris from 2 seasons ago.
Yeah.
And he's gonna finally try and throw the chair down, and he doesn't realize that my boot still has movement.
Okay.
Smack. I'm gonna kick the chair back into his face.
Okay, fair enough then. And that will be a straight roll on that to essentially make that happen. Critical. Boing.
It propels him back to the ring.
Ironically, yeah. So it's actually more like a super kick more than anything else, really, just from a very impossible angle. So ironically enough, after Case looking for the free audience, actually Conor Luck took the audience instead. That was how bizarre. Never had that happen before. Right then. So last spot before the finish, lads. Give us your last rolls. Last momentum on the line here. 3.
7.
Casey, this last roll is yours.
7.
That's much better than mine, Casey. Well done.
As he rolls into gets up and goes to the apron.
Yeah.
I want to kick the rope and hit him with an iron DDT as he's getting back in.
All right, I like it. Look, roll, Alan Morph, +1.
Oh, 7.
7, you get it. All right, then. So that puts Alan Morph in the ascendancy for this match. So we have our spots finished. So, Casey, what finish would you like to do here?
I would like the DDT to shake Lock up a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So his eyes go a bit red. And as that happens, I get PTSD from that side. So I pounce and strangle him.
Okay.
The referee counts to 5, DQs me.
Ooh.
But as I'm choking him, you can see I'm kind of wearing a white suit, all green, that's coming up my hands, up my wrist.
Okay. Kind of like a changeable paint thing. Okay, interesting. All right. Dave, what would your finish?
So my finish would be go for the DDT. I push myself out of it. And as my eyes kind of darken to a more kind of reddish black, I hit Alan Morph with the Midas touch. However, as I hit him with the Midas touch and he lands flat on that mat, he sits up Undertaker style and begins to strangle the fuck out of me.
Okay. All right.
And of course, the green begins to go up from his, unpedicured nails.
So in essence, you two are kind of going for the same finish here then.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. Interesting. Okay. Right.
Yeah,
so in that case, So yeah, in that case, then momentum wise, Alan Morph, you're on +5. Conor, you're on +7. So I presume you're just spending your momentum to do this, yeah?
Shook it all in there.
All in there. All right then. So lads, let's see who wins this roll. It's a bit of a moot point considering.
I got 4.
Hey, well then Dave wins it. So
I still get to hit the Midas touch as a little subtle footnote there.
All right, you get to hit the Midas touch, and then, as I say, he's going to choke you out, essentially, and that's where the finish is. We get a 5 count from there, and we leave it there. So, ladies and gentlemen, your winner by disqualification, Conor Locke, and the commentators going, well, obviously something's gone wrong here between Conor Locke and Alan Morph. Alan Morph looks to have snapped here. I don't know, is there green? It's like some green paint over his over that kind of suit he got from presumably Rob Midas' office here. So you're still choking Conor Locke here at this point, all right? In saying that, Casey.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So Locke is a bit like kind of like in a bit of jeopardy here. Obviously, so the referee's kind of coming out there. But through the referees, you see the referees being scattered and pulled around here by someone who looks a lot like Rob Midas.
Well, you see, I can't be letting people disrespect me like that. So rather than just me, the entire fight camp and House of Midas run to the ring.
Uh-oh.
Every single one of us. And we start to systematically take apart both of them.
All right.
And I do mean take them apart. Mm-hmm. James, would you like to chime in here? What are you going to do to the lads?
Yeah, pest control. Fuck.
So, basically, we're just basically destroying both of them.
Okay.
To the point where I pick up Morph, and I hit my Midas touch.
Okay.
And then I pick up Locke, and I hit. What's his stupid spike shit?
The Highland spike?
Yeah, the Highland spike in him.
It's about as good as one of your promos there.
Yeah. So it's shite then. Yeah. Exactly.
Yes, exactly.
I'm going to get on the mic then.
Here it comes.
No, Locke, you're something for another day. You just needed to be dismantled tonight. And as I go over to Mr. Alan Morph, I get right up in his face and I put my hand on his mask. And as I have my hand on his mask, I say to him, I gave you this opportunity tonight. I was the one that gave it to you, not Dekker, not anyone else in the back. Me. I'm the one with the power, and you come after me? I could very easily rip this mask off you right now and show you for the phony that you are to all these people in attendance. I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is, at last stand 2, I'm going to beat you so badly that it won't matter if you're wearing this piece of shit mask or not, because no one will be able to identify you. I will be that thorough with you at the pay-per-view. So, Morph, be ready, because Midas is coming for you. And then I walk off.
That'll be a look roll all together, Mr. Rob
Now,
Midas.
fuck you and your fucking promo skills, Connor Foxy Lock. Go fuck yourself.
You didn't finish the promo. You missed the last word.
What am I doing? Sorry.
I want to go on the
look
record.
roll, Mr. Rob Midas, please.
You're walking like this.
Quads!
Yeah, I guarantee you. I guarantee I couldn't do this in a match.
Rob Midas.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. That is also your match objective, by the way. So you're top of the card again, Rob Midas. We'll see if anyone, we'll see if anyone upsets you for the rest of the night. But so far, you're top of the pile. So nicely done. Nicely done. So, we come back to commercial after the Future Wrestling National match, and we see Jimmy Morris doing sort of a warm-up backstage. What kind of warm-up does Jimmy Morris do? Does he do yoga? Does he do kind of like a light warm-up? What kind of gets in the mood of Jimmy Morris here? How does he keep in shape after all that time in the ring?
Guinness.
Right, okay.
That's what you need. Alcohol.
Yes, exactly.
If it weren't for Stone Cold, I can do it. So.
Oh, God, you're just triggering Jerry more there. He's okay. He's fine. He's all right. He can live with it. So, indeed. So, like I said, we'll see Jimmy Morris there. He'll have a can in hand, really taking this stuff seriously. And then we see Jimmy Morris being approached by Fred Rose. Mr. Morris, I see you've done a wonderful job of avoiding all of my calls, my letters, through myself and my intermediaries, but you can't escape me forever. Now, I'm going to let slide of some of your transgressions because we have been given a golden opportunity here. I don't need to tell you how important this is for the family. And let me just remind you, Mr. Morris, you are still in this family. And you have a job to do. Your contract is to preserve our interests. So here's what's going to happen, Mr. Jimmy Morris. You're in that battle royal tonight along with Damon Garrick and with Dahlia Thorne. I am going to make no bones about it that the Rose family must win that battle royal. It must be Damon Garrick who wins. No one else must be Garrick. There are no other options. Are we clear, Mr. Morris?
Sorry, I kind of zoned out. Yes, the Rose family will win it. Look, I have to go, but what I'll just say is I can guarantee the Rose family is going to win it. So much so that I want you to have a little bet with me. That if the Rose family does win this, I take all the winnings from the Rose family games. We never have to talk about it again. I get all the money and I leave. You get someone from the family who's going for the world title and I get a load of money. I don't think there's a bad thing here to be said about that bet, no, is there?
No excuses, Mr. Morris. Damon Garrick wins the battle royal. The money is yours. We have a deal.
I need to be clear here. I said someone from the Rose family will win.
Yes, fine, absolutely. Whatever. Just win the goddamn battle royal for the family. Let's do it. And he storms off, and Jimmy Morris has a happy little face on him. I see Dave has already seen where I got the inspiration from for Fred Rose. Nicely done. Took his long enough, lads. So, Jim, give us a quick roll on your promo there. I shall nullify your -1. And dead on. So that was also your secret objective. So you get your audience and momentum for the Battle Royal, which is coming up later on today. Ladies and gentlemen, this next contest is scheduled for one fall.
Wonderful.
Introducing to the ring first, weighing in at 237 pounds from Helsinki, Finland, Kalpir Kalva. Well, folks, welcome back to Future Wrestling here as we are into more singles competition here tonight. And what you're seeing here is Calpir Calvala, who has been on quite a run lately, has to be said, with some pretty big wins against Alan Moore, amongst others, former world champions on his, I suppose, on his win list recently. Whatever's happened to Calpir since he took that brief break really has reignited the Finnish superstar, and he's hoping to follow this up again with another big scalp. Let's see what happens next. So with that then, we hear the music of Silver Fox and his opponent, weighing in at 179 pounds from Clondalkin County, Dublin, Silver Fox!
Come out onto the stage anyway. This time around, I'm not carrying the tag belt with me.
Okay.
I'm just because like being the freeboard rule, knowing that it wasn't defended tonight, it's like I don't need it, but at the same time, it's like, don't worry, I didn't forget it. It's at home. It's with like, you know, the others, because they are champions as well.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, we should remember.
Well, I do my signature pose on the stage, walk down, like shaking hands with a couple of people on the way down, get into the ring, do one more of my pose, and then I'm kind of like looking around, see Calb here, so
yeah,
I'm getting myself ready.
Yep, fair enough then. So with that then, yeah, the male's about to ring, and Foxy, this match with Calpir is going to be 9 spots. So I will roll on Calpir's behalf. So let's get the show on the roads. Ring the bell.
Ooh, to the back. 9.
9.
Sorry, 8.
Yeah, Calpir in fact rolled 9. So we're going to go for a lock-up here between the two. And what Calpir is going to do is, because there is a bit of weight advantage, he is going to do a power out of the collar and elbow. So it's a -1. Let's see if he can push it back. And he can, to his credit. So he is going to power out and do a bit of a after that then. So just to prove his Finnish dominance. So right, you get the idea. So yeah, he's got the first bit of momentum in this match. Let's continue on.
6.
7. So Calpir then obviously, so I want you to kind of come back at him then after the collar elbow, go for a second one. And basically what he's going to do is he's going to switch around, go for a waist lock, take you down, and basically kind of keep you on the ground for a while with a kind of like a front facing headlock. So it'll be a work roll for Calpir, straight roll. And he does do that. So he is out wrestling at the moment, which is, I suppose, a surprise to us any, to be fair, on my current form. But yeah, so early momentum for Calpir. Let's move on to the next spot and see what happens next.
9.
7. So Foxy, you have control of the match now. What would you like to do?
He's after like out wrestling me, like he's after waistlock takedown. And he's basically just like mocking me because he's out wrestled. But I get up and I'm just like, okay, fine. So we got to lock up this time round. Now I'm just gonna out wrestle him. Now because he's the bigger guy, I'm not gonna like lift him up. I'm gonna just pick the leg and let him fall because he wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, that works too. Yeah, that's complimentary to you then. So that's a +1 work roll for you.
8.
8 with the 1 makes it 9. So that is momentum for Silver Fox. And now you've turned the favor with the out wrestling. So let's move on and see what happens next.
8.
8. And Calpir rolls 10. So what Calpir wants to do there is then, so you've obviously outworked him. So where have you've let him on the ground, him, right? The same?
So like I basically out wrestled around him, but like my finishing it off, I'm literally like just picking the leg and he's tripped up. So
okay, grand. So what I'd like you to do then is I'd like you to basically try and pick him up, and I'm going to spend 2 of momentum to poke you in the eye because that's a heel move. So straight roll
Yeah.
that. And critical.
Jesus
eye poke at that.
Christ. That's proper
So-
just me fucking
so
eyes.
it's- Yeah, he probably gets it. So you come back with like a Rey Mysterio, like,
During
oh
Japan,
God, still
Like that-
die.
That's the hand in the mask, like poking your eye. Like,
Yeah, that's good. To be fair, that could work. Yes, it's like, and yeah, he probably reached it, so he gets a caution from the referee, obviously.
You've seen
But-
Vader in Japan, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. He's gone forward that way. So yeah, he spent the momentum to do it, but it's worked. So Fox, you've been temporarily blinded, but let's see how the next roll goes.
9.
10. So Cal Pierce is going to go again. So obviously you're still selling the eye, so he's just going to get behind you and hit you with a big German suplex to hopefully get you across the ring. So I'm going to treat it as a power roll because he wants you to probably go from corner to corner here. So -1 on that. And it doesn't work. So you are in a lock for the German suplex, excuse me. How do you have to get out of it?
So as he's going to lift,
Yeah.
I hook my legs around his waist, and then I'm gonna roll through with like a victory roll.
Victory roll. Okay, right. So +1 then on that, Foxy.
Right.
Ooh, critical. That's a critical victory roll. Critical victory roll. All right, okay. That's interesting. So Calpier has to beat essentially a 11 to 12, right? This could go because you're going for the pin from this, obviously. So let's see what happens on that. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this contest, Silver Fox. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let it not be said that Silver Fox really is one of the most resourceful people on the roster. You saw that there. A nasty rake of the eyes from Calpier. He thought he had the former world champion dead to rights. He's going to use a German suplex against him. But either way, it did not work. He victory rolled through it, and Calpier caught very much with his pants down, if you pardon the pun, because Fox has secured the victory here from the jaws of the loss, you have to say. It could have been a lot worse for him, but really well done from Silver Fox to really catch it from out of nowhere. And really shows you the quality that this man really has. So Foxy, talk us through then. You caught Casey Colt with a victory roll.
So basically it's I've caught him with the surprise victory roll. 1, 2, 3. So like he gets up in disbelief. He's looking around. He's like, I'm still selling the eye. Like I'm just like, but like when I gain a bit of composure, I'm just like, gotcha. You took your eye off the prize. But yeah, gotta get that one in. Well,
Yeah. So obviously, like is yours kind of still sending the idea? The referee's kind of texting you up with that. So you kind of see like, you know, it looks pretty fucking bloodshot all the same. Like it looks pretty sore, like because he's really kind of got you there. So as the referee's kind of checking up on you, the lights go out, and the referee's going, well, that's look, as if this show couldn't get any more chaotic. The lights have gone out here in the arena. I'm not sure what's going on here. The referee's obviously trying to check up on that eye injury that Silver Fox clearly has picked up in this match. And when the lights come up, there's someone in the ring. Isn't there, Dave?
There is indeed. So, just an idea, Jonathan.
Yes.
What I was thinking was, like, obviously I don't know what way you're going with the stipulation for the event, the pay-per-view, but what I was thinking of doing was, when the lights go out,
Yeah.
I basically, Wraith is in the ring with Foxy. He goes to put him in a Highland spike, but when he spikes him in the mat, fire shoots up from every side of the ring, but you can just see the silhouette of Foxy being Highland spiked.
Okay. Like a cinematic color.
Like a silhouette, yeah. Like a
Oh, I like that.
Foxy's been Highland spiked, but it's just basically as the flames are erupting from every side of the ring. And then
I
the
like
lights
that.
come on and he's flat out on his back, just gone.
Yeah, I like that, Dave. I actually like that, Dave. Yeah. I can live with that. Yeah.
Yeah. Just for the fun.
Yeah.
If Foxy's alright with that.
So just kind of to tack on to that, like, so the way you can do it is that lights go out. I'm still in the ring, but like you get almost like a backlight that comes on that creates the illusion of silhouettes rather than
Nah,
so that way like people can still see what's going on, but I can't. You hit the spike, that's when flames shoot up, and when they come down, you're gone, and I'm out cold in the ring.
Yeah,
that works for me.
So as
That's
a visual
perfect,
effect, it just looks fucking sensational.
Yeah, no, that works really well. So, yeah, we'll go with exactly what you said there, guys. So, again, the commentators will sell all this going like, look, probably doesn't come as a surprise who exactly that was. This I suppose this hide to the Jekyll of Conor Lock, this Wraith character, really has done a number on Silver Fox, who again is still trying to recover from that unfortunate eye rake from Kelp here. And Highland Spike is just not going to do that in a sense, but it was a nasty hit from Silver Fox. And again, this match now for the national championship really has taken an extra level here. If the Wraith is involved, you have to wonder, will Silver Fox have enough to try and reclaim the championship, with it now seeming he's not just facing Conor Lock, he's facing the alter ego as well. And because of commercial, as you see, Silver Fox being tended to by medical professionals, both for the eye and for the Highland Spike. So because of commercial, and when we come back, more promos. When we come back then, we're going to be with Mike Dublin at ringside. He's going to go, well, ladies and gentlemen, obviously Last Stand 2 is rapidly approaching here, and it is going to be a live special on the VCR network. The match card has been taking shape, but the first match that was announced for that bumper show was a intriguing contest between Violet Storm and the general manager Kyle Dekker. Obviously, this is a massive side effect from the very controversial ending to our last live special. That's our Casey Colt win that championship from Violet Storm, and very much from the consequences of that match. Kyle Dekker has been involved in what has been known as a restructuring of the corporate structure here at Future Wrestling, with Rob Midas now the executive producer. I had the opportunity to sit down with Kyle Dekker during the week to try and gather his thoughts ahead of this match and of everything going on in Future Wrestling, especially considering the loser leaves town clause between himself and Violet Storm. Now, unfortunately, the interview did not go to plan, so we're going to show you the full unedited version of that interview now with Kyle Dekker. So we see the kind of scene here. So basically, it is like Conor Dekker sitting on the kind of like traditional set we see for these interviews. He's sitting there, and he's looking a bit kind of like exhausted, like tired, like, kind of bags in the eyes type of deal, but he's still kind of like, keeping his kind of body language the same. So Mike Dillon's about to start kind of like with questions going. Okay, so we are going to just so yeah, we got the audio. Are we good? All right, so we're going to get started then. So as he's about to do that, we see someone kind of come in, and the camera kind of like shakes up, and it's actually Rob Midas who's walked in. And it's a case of like, so Rob Midas, you're going to talk to Mike Dublin here.
Mike, I tell you what, you have the evening off, pal. You've been working very hard lately. I'll conduct the interview with Mr. Dekker, if that's all right with you.
Oh, no problem, Mr. Midas. And off he goes. So then Midas sits down in, as it were, Mike's seat and takes his notes, essentially.
Okay, let me have a look here. So, Mr. Dekker, how are you?
Delighted to see you as ever, Midas.
Oh, I can tell you're just a bundle of joy, aren't you? Now, let me have a look at Mike's notes here. Yes, okay. So, Mr. Dekker, how are you feeling about your match at the pay-per-view with Violet Storm?
How am I feeling?
Yeah.
It's pretty obvious how I'm feeling, isn't it?
Why don't you tell me?
You know as well as I do, I don't want to go through with this match.
Mm-hmm. Why do you not want to go through with this match?
Because you just had to stick your nose in all of this. You just had to make your play now, didn't you?
I don't know why I'm being blamed on this. If you weren't so shady, you weren't so shady as a general manager, this wouldn't have happened. So let me get your true feelings on this match, Dekker. Fill us all in. Fill the people in at home. Go on.
I'll tell you exactly how I feel about this match. I don't think it should happen. I don't want it to happen.
Oh.
But as I said to Violet Storm last week, I have to win. It's as simple as that.
Mm.
Because what happened at Dark Side between you and Casey Colt and James Rage is only the start, isn't it, Rob? Started the new order between you, Midas, but the Midas Mafia is what people can call it backstage.
Oh. I wouldn't call it that. It's a fraternity of people coming together to make future wrestling better again. Simple as that, really.
Yeah, I've heard that before. I've heard that before from people like Fred Rose. I've heard it from people like James Rage. Hasn't happened,
Well,
has it?
when you hear me and James Rage talk, we speak with one voice. Let's be perfectly honest with you. We are a partnership in this. And when it comes to future wrestling is in good hands when we are fully in charge. But listen, that's another conversation for another day. Let's go on to the notes here again. Oh, yes, here we are. So, Mr. Dekker, what would be the, let me see, what would be the minuses and the positives of you as GM? Well, okay, let's just go with the negatives, really, because there weren't really many positives, were there?
You say that, but I was the one to found this promotion and get this TV deal while you were, doing nothing? And you walked in midway through season 1 to pick up the accolades and to drive Silver Fox's title reign into the ground. That was a straight success, wasn't it? That went really well.
Well, listen, the question, you see, that's why you're a great politician, because you weren't really answering the question. I wasn't talking about me. I was talking about you. Why is it that everyone in the back hates you?
Where are you getting this from? Yourself or Casey Colt?
I'm just going by the notes.
Okay.
It says it right there.
Right. Okay. You want to go by how everyone hates me?
Yeah. Go ahead.
I make tough decisions.
Oh.
Because that's what a general manager has to do. You called me a politician earlier on. I know a politician when I see one. I'm looking at one right now.
Wow.
You're promising everyone the moon and the stars, and it's all going to blow back in your face.
Why is that?
You seriously think that you're going to be able to control both Casey Colt and James Rage? You're going to have the world champion in one hand and the biggest threat on the other, and you're just going to play them off both sides. You're really going to ditch Casey Colt so that you can have James Rage, or are you playing both of them off? What is your plan, Midas?
Let's be perfectly honest here, Mr. Dekker. I don't control anybody. We are in this together, and they can do whatever they want to do. If he wants to go after Casey for the title, he's perfectly welcome to do it. Right now, he has bigger problems, shall we say? And of course, you have, let's say, put a nix in a few little plans that I've put together. But one of those things was making a Hell in a Cell match with James Rage and Cutter. I have to ask, do you care about Cutter in any way? Because putting him in that match really puts him in danger, doesn't it?
Puts him in danger, of course, but Hell in a Cell is exactly what it is. It's an opportunity to get even. Whatever happens in that cell is the end between the two of them. That's what they both want. And like I said, like you said, what matters is the show, isn't it? What matters is what the people want to see. If the people want to see
Absolutely.
two people tear each other apart, they will. In the same way that maybe the people want to see me out of a job and Violet Storm kick my ass. Maybe it might happen.
Well, let's be perfectly...
Rob. No, I'm asking the questions here.
Oh, I thought this was my interview with you, but go right ahead.
Well, you hijacked one, I'll hijack this one. Here's a question for you, Rob Midas. You have been sitting here with this great sense of satisfaction thinking that I'm on borrowed time. One way or another, you think that I'm out of this job in 2 weeks' time because of this loser leaves town clause you have with myself and Violet Storm. I'll ask you this. You have placed this as if I am losing this match. What happens if I win? What happens if I am the one to win that match? Because that means I'm still general manager. I'm still in control of this show. As much as you like to be executive producer and veto all of my decisions, I'm still here. And more specifically, Violet Storm won't be. Your biggest asset, your biggest talent on the roster, gone because of your ego. Your desire to get rid of me is going to get you to have Violet Storm as a free agent. Where's she going to go? She's going to go to Nosapotsu? She's going to go to Dream? Go back to the Canadian Wrestling Federation? Maybe go to the stateside. She'll become the hottest acquisition for someone else in some other territory. And you had her here in Future Wrestling. You asked earlier on what I have done for this roster. I'll tell you what I've done. I've made people champions, which is something that you claim to be doing all the time. Alan Morph picked up his first championship here. Violet Storm, someone who I rate so highly in this business, is a world champion because of Future Wrestling. And it's not because of me, it's because she earned it. She proved it. She earned her stripes here. And what are you going to do instead? You asked earlier on about how I feel about putting Cutter in such a dangerous match. How do you feel putting Violet Storm into a chance where she might lose her job? You have had this expectation that I am going to lose this match. Look into my eyes, Rob Midas. Do I look like someone who's ready to lose? Do I look like someone who's ready to give up all of this 3 years of hard work just for you to piss it all away with your politics?
I'm just curious, am I going to get a chance to respond here, or are you just going to rant for the whole time we're here?
I have waited for weeks to say that to you.
I am so happy. I am so happy you said that. But let's be perfectly honest here, Dekker. Win the match or lose the match, it's not me that loses. It's you. You say, if she loses this match, she'll be gone. But let's be perfectly honest about it. If she loses the match, it'll be your fault. You'll be the one casting her out on the dole queue. It won't be me. It will be you. And of course, if she wins, you'll be out on that dole queue. So at the end of the day, either way, you lose. Now, you seem to think that, oh, if you win, you're still going to be GM and I'll have no power and I won't have any authority. Let's be brutally and perfectly honest with each other here. No deceptions, no lies. You win this match, you won't be here for long. And that, I promise you. Lose the match and you're gone. Win the match and you're gone just a little bit later. And that, my friend, I guarantee. Now, I think right now this interview is over. It's been absolutely delightful talking to you again, Dekker. We should do this more often. This has been fun.
Can't wait, Rob. Just remember one thing.
What's that?
I will do anything to make sure I'm still in this job. And if that means beating Violet Storm by any means necessary, as much as I rate her, as much as I like her as a person, I'll do it. Because quite frankly, the lesser of two evils.
Well, all I can say is may the best person win. Ta-ta for now.
Thanks. And we leave it there. So, Rob, give us a cheeky roll on your promo.
Oh, 8.
8 plus the 2 makes it some momentum. You're still top of the card, so nicely done.
Okay.
And we roll then into our next match. So Mike Dublin goes, well, as you can see, that interview did not go to plan as regards to myself, but obviously some very interesting words there between two men, perhaps just fighting for power, for dominance here in Future Wrestling. And it is going to all come to a head at Last Stand 2. Either Dekker leaves or Violet Storm leaves. Either way, there's going to be quite a significant change here after Last Stand 2. So remain to see how this show looks after that match, after that show. And after that then, so when we come back then, time for a pretty bumper match. Ladies and gentlemen, this next contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing to the ring first, weighing in at 187 pounds from Dublin, Ireland, Violet Storm! So Ciara, obviously you've probably been made aware of that promo that just aired. How's your entrance? How is your personality, your body language? How are you feeling going into this match?
It's pretty much on par with the previous weeks. It's none of the glad handing. It's very much focused to the point and so straight down to the ring and looking back, waiting for Rage to come down that Tron.
Yeah, Happy days. And again, the card is going, as I say, like Violet Storm has cut to be a very intense and focused figure as of late, and can you blame her? The last few weeks of action here at Future Wrestling certainly proved that, into a match where she just simply wants to get even, whether it be with Casey Colt or with Paul Dekker, whichever way, she is on a warpath, and that is proven over the last couple of weeks where she has tapped out pretty much everyone in her sights. But it should be interesting to see if she can keep that run tonight against this opponent. And with that then, and her opponent, weighing in at 237 pounds, hailing from the Asylum Fight Camp, James Rage.
So I come out, I take it all in, stare down Violet, look behind me, make sure that indeed Carlton Titus and Rob Midas are there, and continue my way down to the ring. Walk back and forth on the apron, sizing up Violet, get in the ring, get ready, and I turn around and I shake Rob Midas's hand and I shake Carlton Titus's hand, and then I just stand back in the corner.
There you have it. And like I said, you can see the alliance now made between James Rage and Rob Midas very much in full view, as you saw earlier on in the show, very much making easy work of Alan Morph and Conor Locke. It really has been a dominant run so far between these two of the biggest egos and personalities on this show, and now joining forces. And just going to show you as well, the one person that we haven't mentioned already on this show is Casey Colt, the defending world champion, not here tonight, but another very big part of this triad that they have between everyone here in this company. And like I said, it should be interesting to see how the next couple of weeks go. But for James Rage, his next assignment is to basically inflict damage on Violet Storm here in a match we've never had before here on Future Wrestling against two people who've been here since day one. So there you have it, lads. So with that then, lads, this is our main event. So plenty of spots, 11 altogether. So guys, give us your rolls. Let's get started. That's a 10. 4. Ooh, not a good start, Kira. Right, Jamie, this is your first roll. Go for it.
We lock up. I go behind. She throws back an elbow. I pick her up and I backdrop her into the corner. So across the turnbuckle.
Sure. I'll treat it as a power roll, Jamie. Straight roll on that.
No.
No, indeed. So you're going to basically try and power out. And she, I suppose, like, Kira, I don't know which way you want to kind of intervene here. Maybe she does pick you up, but you can basically get yourself on the turnbuckles, whichever way you want to do it. That seems like a fair way, doesn't it? So, like, you try and power it into the turnbuckle, but she kind of, like, gets her feet on it and pushes the blow, and now she's on the turnbuckle herself. It's a fair way of doing it, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, in that case, Kira, what would you like to do here?
Yeah, that pretty much. I'll get myself onto the turnbuckle, and then I can go on the offensive from there.
Yeah. So what would you like to do?
I'm going to use being on the turnbuckle to my advantage and kind of do something I haven't done for a couple of weeks. Go for Hurricane Rana.
Hurricane Rana, okay, interesting. Because that is your luck rust stats, which is -2 now. So let's see if this works.
I would if my dice would actually roll. No, not really.
No, not really. So you're gonna go for the Hurricane Rana, but it's gonna be powered out by James Ray. So he's just gonna toss you out before you do the rotation. So it's a bit of a standoff from there, and we move on to our next spot from there, lads. So give us your rolls. No momentum in that one so far. That's an 8. 9. Jamie, you take control from here. So you've resisted the Hurricane Rana from Violet Storm. What happens next?
I like this. No one's hit anything yet.
It's been very polite so far.
Yeah, we're cancelling each other out.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah, so literally walk around, sort of like, oh, okay, reassess. Go in to lock up and snap down her arm and lock in across face.
crossface. Okay, so that's going to be a work roll on that James Rage, -1. Oh, okay. So you're gonna botch a crossface.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right, and so botching a crossface. Wow. Okay, so you're gonna try and get her in. I say the best way to do it is perhaps either get yourself tangled in, or you get her. You probably maybe work the wrong side. I think. Again, Foxy being the expert here might help us out here, but I say if you try and work the wrong side, and that's where like basically Kira comes in to try and rescue the spot. So James Rage is going to go for crossface. Hang on.
I go because the first thing I did was snap down the arm, unless I completely missed the arm.
That could work too.
Like
yeah.
She slides the arm back, I just fucking flat on the ground in front of her, at her feet.
Oh, that's perfect. That gives Kira a good opportunity there, I think.
Yeah.
I think it works. Yeah. So James Ray just stumbled to the ground. There's a chance here to basically pounce on him to rescue the spot. So what would I like to do?
Okay. So if he's gone down to the ground, I'm going to go for a armbar.
Armbar, right.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's on your work stat, which is +2.
Oh shit.
Oh shit, indeed. So armbar is in. The armbar is fucking in. So Kira, I think I get the feeling you're gonna go for a submission there, yeah?
Yeah. I'm not risking being in there longer than absolutely necessary with him.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point. So again, now you have James Rage in an armbar. So Jamie, the roll goes to you. Can you beat a natural 11? Has to be a good roll to see if you can get the ropes.
Oh, I can't.
It's a 9. Okay, so it's still a positive roll. So what I'm going to do is you're going to be in the armbar. You're in the center of the ring essentially, but essentially what's going to happen is Rob, seeing that he's at ringside, he's going to stand up and start like talking to the referee, and that allows times for you to be pulled towards the rope, and that gets your foot on the rope basically, and then the referee will spot it then after that and break up the count. But Volestorm gets an audience and momentum from that, so decent day in the office in that regard. So lads, next spot, Jamie, you've had your warning now, so let's see. No pressure now. That's an 8. 11 for Violet Storm, right then. So, Kira, what would you like to do next?
Okay. This is another reason why I don't stay too long. Okay. So basically, so we've separated. Okay. I so run the ropes, go for drop toe into the figure 4.
Into figure 4, right? That's again on your work stat +2. And same again. It's another critical.
It's a 10 instead of 11. So
yeah, that's true. So it's still a critical in that sense. So figure 4 is in. So it's the same kind of situation again, James Rage. Let's see if you can beat a 10. Again, I'll take a positive roll here. So
match it.
You can match it. That's fine. Okay, so you're in the figure 4. You get out by your own power this time, and you grab the rope. So nicely done there. And that's 2 critical submissions in a row. Jesus Christ. Violet Storm's on a mad one tonight. So, lads, give us your next rolls and see what happens next. That's a 4 and 10. Jamie, you take control from here now. What happens next? So you've kicked out. You've reached an armbar and a figure 4. Yes. No, you're broken out of figure 4 now.
Could this be how I get out?
Sure.
As we're separating, I catch her into a small package.
Yeah, that works.
Position the legs.
Work roll -1. At a 6. Okay, interesting. You're going to go for a small package, but Violet Storm's going to take advantage of this. So he's going to go for a small package. So you can either reverse it or change it, whichever way you want to do it. But he's going to go for a pin opportunity here. So what would you like to do to flip it, as it were?
I'd just use his momentum and try and flip it over for so that it's a small package for me.
It rotates, yeah. Okay. That same again then. So it'd be like a work roll in that sense. So yeah, +2. And it's an 8. Okay, so it's an 8 to beat James Ray. Well, it's a 6 really. So any roll will do here. So give us your roll. And 1 to kick out. Well, after 2. So nicely done there. And again, a few close calls with James Rage here. Violet Storm's got your number so far. Very interesting stuff. So guys, give us your next rolls. Let's see what happens next. 12, 9. Violet Storm, you have a 12. Double spot, double momentum, or free audience. What would you like?
Double momentum.
Double momentum, right then. So what would you like to do here?
So separate. I'm getting pissed off now.
Okay.
So I just want to go for a spear and just go punching, really.
You're gonna start shooting on him, are you? Okay.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, so if you're gonna shoot him, then I'll treat that as a real roll. Oh, you hit him. You get him with it. So the spear and the kind of the closed fists basically on James Rage will hit it like. So yeah, that will do it. It'll be a sore one for him, but you get the momentum out of it, double momentum in fact. So nice done there as we reach the halfway mark of this match. So guys, give us your next roll. That is a 10. 10 as well. Roll again, lads. 5, 8. Jamie, you take control from here. So she's hit you with a spear and is now basically hitting you with closed fists. What do you do next?
Oh, Jesus. I wasn't planning on getting violent in this one. Yeah. Okay, so she's throwing the punches.
Yeah.
I put an arm up on the inside to block the punch. She goes for the other arm. I catch the other one. I catch the back of her head, and I drive my forehead into the bridge of her nose.
Ooh, okay, that's a real roll. +1. And that is a 10. So that does hit, and it's going to obviously startle Violet Storm quite a bit there. So that is, yeah, okay, so that is your roll there. And we move on then from the next roll on that. That's a 7 for Violet Storm. And a 12 for James Rage. Okay. So same again goes to you, Jamie. Double spot, double momentum, or free audience. What would you like?
I'll take the audience.
Take the audience. Okay, interesting. What would you like to do here?
That has startled her, presumably softened her up a little bit. I snatch the head in the front face lock and roll over, wrenching in the guillotine.
The guillotine. Okay, right. So that's a real roll +1 to make that happen.
Can I use momentum?
You can. You have 2 momentum to spend. Sorry, 3 momentum to spend. I forgot to add your promo in there. So 3 momentum to spend.
3.
+3. That's it. This is going to make it a +4 altogether. And that is a 9 +4. So you get your audience out of it, definitely. And it's going to, so it looks like it's a bit like, again, this kicks out of touch. So so Kira, give us a roll. Let's see if you can break out. Oh, it's good. You know, it's good. Okay, so here's what's going to happen, right? So you're gonna grab the rope essentially, but what's going to happen is Carlton Titus is going to slap your hand off the rope, right? So it looks like, okay, Violet Storm is in a bit of trouble here, but she is trying to get out of it all the same. So again, you're going to grab the rope again. Looks like Titus is going to do the exact same thing, but he gets blindsided by Cutter. He's going to hit a big fucking German suplex on the guy. All hell's going to break loose because then Midas is going to go, referees, get the fuck out here. And basically, before that happens, Cutter's going to rush in and he's going to drop a basically big fucking elbow into the solar plexus of James Rage and cause a disqualification. And he is just going to start hitting James Rage, and Violet Storm, you're going to roll out of harm's way. And it's just going to wail and wail and wail. And the referees, everyone's going out of here. So Midas and Dekker are both out here just trying to separate these two together. And there's arguments between Midas and Dekker about how to handle this. They're around now as well at ringside. Violet Storm's getting in on this, I presume, because like Dekker's ringside. You have issues with him too. It's all a bit of chaos here. So again, just the two of them are fighting, and we kind of do the usual, like, you know, the trying to stand off. One gets the better of the other type of spot where basically neither of them can be contained. So it is simply that like the two just cannot be kept in the same ring. So Ray just gets ushered out along with Titus, and they start getting pushed out while Cutter's been kept in the ring, and essentially it kind of plays out from that spot then. So the commentators are trying to summarize all of that by saying, look, I don't think it should come as a surprise that these combustible elements are still coming together. James Rage and Cutter obviously getting back to the attack that James Rage made earlier on in the show on him in his match against Titus. but ultimately it is caused a disqualification loss for Violet Storm, but I don't think she'd mind either, because ultimately this chaos suits what's going to happen between herself and Kyle Dekker, because this whole show is just falling apart between him, Rob Midas, and everything else is going on. Whatever needs to be settled at Last Stand between Rage and Cutter, between Storm and Dekker, and between Rob Midas as well. Everything has to be settled in 2 weeks' time, because this show just cannot go on like this. It's just chaos everywhere tonight. We're going to have to go to commercial, and when we come back, we'll hopefully have our main event in the Battle Royal, Chance of a Lifetime. We'll see you in a couple of minutes. And we leave it there. So lovely stuff, lads. Thank you very much for that match. Kira, you can finally go to bed. Right then, lads, it is time for our main event of the evening. So, lads, if you've ever watched this series, you know how we do battle royals. We have all picked an NPC. So when we come back to commercial, we see that there are 17 people in the ring. We have all surrounding the rings in no particular order. We have, oh yes, even Rob Midas is excited with 17 people in a ring. Wow, it really is a great day for the parish. So we have, in no particular order, Jerry, we have Kazero, Michaela Joyce, Jack Freedom, Carlton Titus, Damon Garrick, Kevin Kite, Ratman, Beans Morocco, Davina Laveau, Bobbin, Vladimir Kaiser, Negredo, Kelper Calvala, Joshua Delaney, Big Sven, Dahlia Thorne, and Jim E. Morris, all in the ring right now. One of these people is going to be facing Casey Colt for the world title at Last Stand 2. I know I'm shocked as well, Jerry, that Big Sven is actually in this match. Who's going to eliminate Big Sven? Who is going to eliminate Big Sven? Seriously, no one. Exactly, Casey. You're dead right. So, I'm talking the fucking ghosts here. So, as we have done already, everyone has picked a NPC at random before the match, with one exception. Jimmy Morris, you are playing as yourself in this battle royal, and not as Casey there. That is not as advertised. So, so going in no particular order. Dave, you have got Ratman, the specialist of battle royals historically on this RPG. Casey, you have Captain Jack Freedom, so you are holding all of America's hopes on your very broad shoulders. And Kira, as a very kind of a coincidental note, you got Damon Garrick. So it's up to Aaron to get you to win, which would be interesting.
Sorry, that was a cough. Sorry.
You all right there, Jerry? Yeah, you good?
Yeah,
you got
yeah.
Different cough there, is it? Yeah, grand. Okay, just making sure.
Oh, Casey's on the call. Great.
Oh, yeah, that's nice. Okay, Casey's watching. She's watching from a backstage monitor. It's like doing that whole watching at an angle you can't possibly watch at. So, Foxy, in the center screen, you are playing as Bobbin in this pay-per-view, or in this battle royal rather, hoping to get to the pay-per-view. Jamie, uncharted ground for yourself. You're playing as the Mexican superstar Negredo. So we only know from that it's Jamie under the mask because of the teeth. So we'll know that for sure. Look at those shiny white. Look at those wonderful teeth. And Jerry, you're playing as Kelper Calvala, which exciting enough is now the third person or fourth person who's played as Tony's character. So yes, we recycle everything here at Future Wrestling. We're very environmentally friendly here. We recycle all of our characters.
So he's not want no.
Exactly, Casey. You got it right there. So the way this works out in terms of ourselves is everyone around the table is going to basically roll a dice. The lowest roll around the table is going to get eliminated by the highest roll, and it's going to keep whittling down until we have our final two, and it'll basically play out as that. So essentially, we're going to whittle down to the characters we have picked out. So there'll be a few early eliminations, like Beans Morocco and Kevin Kite. They're going to come out early. Everyone's going to bunch up on Big Sven and get him eliminated. There's going to be a bit of calamity with Dahlia Thorne. She's going to try and eliminate Michaela Joyce, but they're both going to tumble out. Then Kazero's gone, and Joshua Delaney is going to be gone as well. Essentially, we are left with a final seven of Ratman, Jack Freedom, Damon Garrick, Bobbin, Negredo, Kelper Calvala, and Jim E. Morris. So, lads, you know the drill. High stakes here. Let's see your roll. So, everyone roll. Let's see who gets out first. That's an 8 for Jimmy Morris.
9.
11.
8. Oh, sorry, 9. Sorry, 9. I beg your pardon.
9. Jamie, what's yours? 11. Okay.
11.
Dave, how about yourself? 9. Okay, interesting. So all high rolls there, lads, I have to say, which means that at the moment it's actually between Kira and Jimmy Morris for who gets eliminated, right? which is interesting. I don't think anyone has rolled like rolled lower
Jesus
than 8,
H. Christ.
as far as I know. So so Casey and Jamie, can you roll again? Because you're gonna be the one to eliminate them. So let's see how this plays out. 7, okay.
9.
9, okay. So this one's gonna go to Jack Freedom. So either way, Jack Freedom is either gonna eliminate Damon Garrick or Jimmy Morris. And that's how red Jimmy Morris's face is going to be if he gets eliminated this early. So, Jimmy Morris, roll a dice. Let's see who gets eliminated. Kieran doesn't want to know. Kieran's good. Kieran's happy to take this one. So Casey, take the wheel here. How is Jack Freedom going to eliminate Damon Garrick?
Oh, can I do a spot where they whip me towards the rope, hit them with a double clothesline?
Sure.
I go for the Hurricanes double choke slam.
Sure.
Or they throw them both over, but Morris kind of like holds the rope, kicking, screaming, accidentally kicks Garrick off the apron.
Brilliant. Love it. Love it. Love it. It's perfect. Absolutely perfect. And again, the commentators are going to like obviously love that and go, well, I don't know if, you know, it's hard to tell anymore if Jimmy Morris actually meant to do that or not. But either way, that's not going to go down well. But and that also means that that he's the last member of the Rose family in this battle royal. If he wants that prize pot, he's going to have to do it himself. And much of the chagrin, I imagine, of Fred Rose, who might be looking to renegotiate that deal as things goes on right now. So, indeed,
Garrick close up of Fred Rose as that happens. What's the reaction shot?
Yeah, it's just a face of thunder I can imagine backstage, just the gels just wobbling in fury. So yes, that means Garrick is out. We're down to our final 6. So lads, obviously Kira, won't be in this roll. Everyone roll again. Okay, so good roll for Davo. 10. 5. Okay.
Yep.
8, 8, 9, 9. Okay, so Dave, you are going to eliminate KC. So Ratman is going to get one on Jack Freedom. How is Ratman, the Battle Royal specialist, going to eliminate Jack Freedom?
So what he's going to do is where's Jack Freedom in a minute, Casey?
I'd say he's probably hot dogging after taking out Garrick.
Yeah,
so he's hot dogging away. So what I do is he comes to look at Ratman, and what Ratman does is he starts backflipping towards Freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Freedom's kind of taken aback by it. He's backflipping. He backflips onto the top turnbuckle.
Okay.
In which case, Jack Freedom sees an opportunity. Jack Freedom runs to eliminate him.
Mm-hmm.
He jumps over Jack Freedom, and Jack Freedom eliminates himself.
Like proper, like boom, boom,
yep.
Gone.
Yep.
Fantastic. Okay.
And then as he lands, he kind of, the gymnast,
with the cape as well, of course. Love it.
And the crowd start holding up 10 banners.
Oh, love it. So yes, Jack Freedom is out. We're down to 5. So, Casey, you're out of this roll. Everyone go again. Let's see what happens next. 11.
9.
7.
Jamie,
10.
what was yours there? At the 7 as well. So this goes to Dave and Jamie here to see who's out next. Whoever's going to eliminate is going to be Jimmy Morris. That's a high roll for Jamie. And 9. Oh, Ratman's going. Ratman's out, lads. Okay, so Jimmy Morris, you're going to eliminate Ratman.
Right. I don't know. What's Ratman doing at the moment?
He's after just doing the perfect landing.
Ratman is basically doing the whole gymnastics perfect landing thing, So okay. Perfect opportunity.
I would say so. He's near the ropes, close enough that I hit a bounce off the ropes myself and hit with a drop kick and blow him over the top rope.
Superb.
Busted. Yeah. Easy.
That will do it then. Okay, so this is where it gets interesting, lads, because now we're down to our final 4. Negredo, Cal Peer, Boblin, and Jimmy Morris. One of these people are going to our equivalent of WrestleMania. Like, get ready to start pointing at signs, lads, because this is going to get tense. So this one is now between Foxy, Jamie, Jerry, and Aaron. Right, lads, give us your rolls.
The sign's not going to go on fire, is it?
It might do. It depends. Fox got 12. 9, 8, 11, 12. Aaron, you're out. Oh. And insult to injury, Bobbin is the one that's going to eliminate you.
Oh.
Revenge of the Black Knight.
For Chip.
Okay, so Foxy, you have to do the whole no thing after Ratman got eliminated.
Foxy, you have to win this now.
Pressure's on, mate. Pressure's on.
What I find like funny about this so far is that like whoever's eliminated the previous person is the one that's out again.
Cursed role, yeah, exactly. So Foxy, how are you getting rid of Jimmy Morris after drop kicking Ratman out? You are going to get your revenge. This is Bobbin's moment. This is it.
So, I'm after. So the way I see it is that like, okay, Jimmy Morris has hit a drop kick, is it, to eliminate Ratman?
Ratman,
okay.
Yeah.
So drop kick, and as he's getting up, Bobbin is literally like he's mid run, but because like he's not actually like charging for him. It's more a case of like Bobbin is trying to run from someone else, falls, and as Jimmy Morris gets up from the drop kick, he stumbles over and over the rope he goes. So it works for both in terms of like both are klutzes.
Yeah. So in that case, then, and again, the commentators go, well, that is it for the Rose family, and no one is going to be going to last stand from that group. And I think maybe Jimmy Morris might be relieved about it, but he doesn't get that prize pot, which is perhaps what he was looking for in the end. And ultimately, he's lost his chance at a world title opportunity. And Bobbin now doing, I guess, his team good. Redemption for Ratman here. Bobbin still in his contest and could still go to last stand too if this plays out. So, lads,
right,
the tree.
I am going to go.
Okay, Aaron.
I'm going to leave straight away. All right.
Yeah, Aaron.
Bye.
Here's Aaron.
Look.
Late ruined.
Bye.
Late ruined. I hope you know that I'm going to cry as I go to sleep tonight.
That's the one you're expecting, Aaron. That's fine.
Just know that was Bobbin that did it.
Yeah.
Bobbin that did it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate.
Bye.
Mars.
Yeah. Bye. Bye.
Aaron, good luck. So, we're down to 3, lads. Let's see what our rolls are. That's high. It's 11. 5. 5. Okay. Jamie, Jerry, roll again. You're about to be eliminated by Bobbin.
What the fuck is going on here?
8. 4. Calpier's out. And it's going to be Bobbin that's going to do it.
Oh, God. Come on. Sorry.
Foxy?
I'm still wrapping my head around that. Fucking hell. I think this is the most successful that Bobbin's ever been in anything.
Yes. In wrestling and in life.
So yeah, he's after tripping over Jimmy Morris, basically eliminated himself with the stumble. Bobbin trying to get up, he's still like like just out of breath completely, like
naturally, yeah.
What's it? Negredo, is it? It's Calpier, sorry.
Calpier, yeah.
Oh, right. So literally like still like but it is more just like stupidly coincidental that Calpier go to try and boot him, and Bobbin literally just falls because he's so fucking out of shape.
Yeah.
Woof. Out he goes. So it is pure fucking accident.
Pure accidents. Okay.
He's stumbling through this whole fucking thing.
Well, it should be. It's probably not going to come to a shock, ladies and gentlemen, but like Bobbin now is the foreman to this. He's now eliminated Calpier and Jimmy Morris from this final phase, and I'm fairly sure he eliminated Daddy Thorne earlier on. I couldn't share. It was a bit of a melee earlier on today in that match, but it's getting down to brass tacks now because it's now between them and Negredo, who has been very quiet in this battle royal, being strategic and tactical, waiting until the end. And will this pay off, or is it going to be Bobbin who's going to Last Stand 2 to face Casey Colt. It comes down to this roll, lads.
Fuck right off.
That's a classic.
Fuck right off.
12. Jamie?
Fuck
6.
right off.
6.
Yes.
What the fuck?
Bobbin!
Why couldn't I get this with my own fucking character?
Can it be that Negredo jumps off the top rope with a cross body? Bobbin turns around just like, meh, and just pushes him over the top rope.
That's gotta be it. That's gotta be it.
Has Bobbin just won the Rumble?
Yes, he has.
Bobbin's just won the Rumble. Do you know what? I'm okay, Foxy. Are you happy with that? Have you got a suggestion yourself?
Yeah. No.
That's it.
How fucked up, right?
That pop
Will it be? Because it's not if. How fucked will it be when James Rage has to face Bobbin for the World Championship?
It's intriguing. It really is. Like, Amy now has to attend the pay-per-view to make sure she wins.
Well, you get challengers of the caliber you deserve.
Oh, shots fired.
Shots fucking fired there. My
In all
lord.
seriousness, though, when we do end up having a tag team battle royal, we have some very clear favorites.
That is true. That is a very fair point. Like, very fair point. So yeah, the music is gonna hit, and the ring announcer is probably as incredulous as us all here. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the Chance of a Lifetime Battle Royal, and going to Last Stand 2 to face Casey Colt, Bobbin!
The announcer's in disbelief about it. As he's saying it, it's like, Bobbin?
We have to. Ratman has to come out and like jump, and give him a hug and congratulate.
Yeah, come on, Davo. Yeah, I have to.
So, Ratman, when Bobbin wins,
Yeah.
everything goes dark apart from a spotlight.
Hmm.
It shines down on Bobbin from the rafters, but at the top of that spotlight is Ratman. He's looking down on Bobbin and he just gives him a salute.
Love it. Yeah, I love
He's
it.
passed the torch. That's what it is. It's Bobbin's time to shine. And then the commentators will go, look, miracles can happen sometimes in professional wrestling. And if we took odds here at Future Wrestling, I'm fairly sure Bobbin would have been the lowest on the pecking order. But that just goes to show you the form card might not mean anything when it comes to a battle royal, the chaos within that. And in that, Bobbin is going to go to Last Stand 2, and he is going to have a shot at the World Championship. Much like his teammate Ratman, he had his chance, Ratman couldn't take it, and now it is the chance for Bobbin to do the same. My goodness, what a chaotic night we've had, and we've just seen now our number one contender is that very out of breath man right there in the middle of the ring. Nevertheless, asthmatics unite here for Bobbin. It is going to be something quite exciting to see him in the main event at Last Stand 2. But for now, folks, we are out of time here on Future Wrestling. We're going to hear about this and more on the final show on the road to Last Stand 2 next week. We'll see you next time on the VCR Network.
By the way, did Aaron leave after he got eliminated?
Yes, he did.
Can't even win a fixed match.
All right, boys, game is Texas Hold'em. Buy-in is 50 buckaroos. Who's in for it?
Just 50. You didn't get paid yet, Jones.
I was thinking more for the other lads around the table, the less fortunate. That's all, you know?
Bollocks. Morris gets the bus home every day. He's got money to spare.
And who says I'll be sharing it with you?
Well, if you actually win a few rounds, you won't have to share it all.
Come on, when does that ever happen, like? Oh, wait, there was that one time that he fluked us all at pool.
That was no fluke. I've been playing pool since I was 5.
Wow. Yes, after 60 years of hustling tables, you were bound to pick up a few tricks.
Go and shite, you two. There's a few here. There's 100, so.
Ah, that's the spirit. How about you, Golden Boy?
Well, How could I refuse such a generous offer? 100 is then.
Remember, Locke, if you lose, you have to make another rant at lunch tomorrow.
You're joking about that, right?
It's the last time you've seen this man make a joke.
I never joke about these things. Discipline is a very serious issue, and we have our ways of maintaining it.
Let's play your cards right, Locke, or else J-Man here's going to make you sing Gilbert and Sullivan out there tomorrow.
Shite. Maybe I shouldn't play so.
Nah, we're fucking with you. Sit down and pour yourself out one.
Whew. Had me going there.
Yup. Good to know you're still as gullible as the first time you had a close encounter of the cold kind.
Guess so. I presume you all have had a run at some point?
Oh, well, I haven't. You have to ask the turncoat. J-Man here. He's in their stable after all.
Aye, good to know. I don't have the worst friends now. I bet their parties out fun, eh?
I wouldn't know. I just picked a side. Doesn't mean I'm in that camp. And even if I was, it's nothing personal. Just need to look after my career.
Ah, see, I thought it was a shoot, but I wasn't sure.
So when did you switch?
Are we expecting anybody else?
Dunno. I wasn't expecting Midas to take up the invite. Is he here tonight?
No. He sunk out early as far as I know.
Fair enough. Come on in.
Staying late, lads, eh?
Evening, Gaffer.
Yeah, we're just finishing up here, boss. Look, we'll be away soon, alright?
Ow. Looks like you haven't even started playing yet.
Well, I got a bus to catch, so...
Yeah, how fans like him leave an early night or two.
I'm going to take that, Jim. It's a very deep cut. What's the buy-in?
We're not playing for money.
100. Plenty of chips to go around.
Oh, is that all? I'll give it a break. You got room for one more on the table?
Sure. I won't say no to an extra bit of money in the pot.
Good. Nice game of cards among friends. Isn't that right, Lewis?
Of course. Nice and civil. Boss.
In hell, lads. Might do it a cigar myself around this table.
Plenty of them to go around. How about this lovely bottle J-Man has brought tonight? Anyone? Boss man?
Yeah, sure, I'll have a nose of it. Mackenzie Amber, if I'm not mistaken.
2-year reserve.
Yeah, I thought I recognised those notes. Good to see you still got good taste, Lewis. Anyway, you playing, Jones?
Oh, sure, right. Yes. Here's your chips. Let's get the show on the road.
Ah, you fucker.
Unlucky.
Score one for the good guys. Come to Papa.
Did you have to clear me out like that? Can you not take mercy on a poor soul?
Who? Where? All I see is a lad that's 100 quid down.
Just disappointed I didn't have Jones's hand. I'd have taken the shirt off your back.
Bastards. Well, it's a good thing I kept my bus fare in my arse pocket.
Could always drop you home if you like. I've only had 2, should be enough to keep me on the road.
With the way you drive, you'd be safe and walking on the motorway.
Ah, don't be like that, Jim. Stick around, though. It's getting spicy now.
Yeah, we need someone to refill our glasses.
Oh, can I click my fingers for one?
Respect your elders, kid. You should be the one being the croupier anyway.
Always time for a gimmick change, boss man. I think little Liam here would look great in a bow tie.
My arse. He'd look like the most smart-ass snooker player ever to hold a cue.
Just waiting for his big break.
Boom! Boss man in with the big pun.
Knew you had a joke or two in your back pocket, Dekker.
Well, it's hard to compete with geniuses of comedy like yourself, James. I mean, as punchlines go, letting Midas run your affairs is pretty fucking funny.
Is that right? Well, at least I went with the guy running the show. Unlike you, who's just there keeping it warm.
Now, ladies, all right, we've been doing well so far. Let's not fall out over something like wrestling. Morris, give the ladies around here.
Are you sure? I was hoping there'd be a row so I can crack open the popcorn.
Well, considering it's only 3 of them left in it, I'd say we've got plenty of fireworks.
Fair point, Golden Boy. Deal us in, Cutter.
Of course, same buy-in as last time, lads, yeah?
Sure.
Go for it.
Right, there's your cards. First on the flop is Jack of Clubs. Second is 4 of Hearts. And third is 5 of Clubs. How's your hands, chaps?
The shuffling hasn't been great so far tonight, Jones, but I can make this work.
Sounds alright.
I'll throw in an extra 20.
Ooh, Bossman's looking to shut up early.
Another bluff, Dekker, eh?
Answer it and find out.
Nah. You can do better than that.
No, this is where it gets spicy, lad.
Aye, give us another drink then, mate, on the rocks. Ta.
Well, I'll answer it anyway. I can afford it.
Tell you what, me and the boys have been chatting the last few months and, well, I'll just come out and say it. But you're not the honest and upfront type. So, I'll see your raise if you start answering a few things we've been wondering about.
Ooh, that's an interesting twist.
Alright. I can tell you what I know, but it's up to you to either accept it as the truth or not. Could all just be another bluff to keep you playing.
Could be. But curiosity kills the cat. I'll call.
Alrighty. Alrighty. Shut the fuck up. What beans are we spilling? Come on, get to the point.
If it's alright, lads, Gaffer, it's been bugging me about Murphy. I made an ass of myself and I kind of want to know what the whole story is with him. You're on the show, you know what the deal with him is, right?
Actually, yeah. I'd like to know that too.
This is the stuff that keeps you all up at night. Fair enough. Alan Morph, like a lot of us, had a very different life before wrestling. A lot different to what we know ourselves.
You see, when I first met him, I thought it was a bit uncanny. But then, when I found out
that he was the Alex Morgan from Morgan's World, yeah, I surprised myself when I found out for sure. But as you can guess, it's a bit of a change to go from world famous child actor to a professional wrestler under a mask and costume. But he has his reasons. And since he became world champion, everyone wanted a piece of him, including his old agency. They were into rugby heads, claimed he had rights to his name and likeness. He argued that Alan Morph was therefore their property, so they took their claim to court. And so for 7 weeks, Alex was fighting for essentially his own rights.
Yet, I was not expecting that.
fucking hell. Oh, same. That's pretty fucking mental.
Yeah, the trial isn't in the public eye thanks to Morgan's legal team securing an injunction or whatever it's called. Anyway, he won the case and his agency was made to cut ties completely and compensate the legal fees.
Nice one, Murphy. Oh, the lad a drink.
No, you don't. This doesn't leave this room. I made that promise when he informed me and I intend to keep it.
Fair enough. Not quite the scandal you were expecting, Golden Boy.
Nah, just feel sorry for him now.
Right. Let's see what's next on the table. And it's Queen of Diamonds. Well, boys here, lads.
Yeah, I think it's going to go.
Would be indeed, yo. Fuck. I'll bump for now, though.
Raise 30.
Fuck you, Jay.
Strong hand then. I thought you'd throw in a bit more than 30.
You saying I'm being cagey?
Cagey, cautious, you way to describe it. How about we throw in a 50?
Ah, lads. We fucking cop on.
Oh no. You're bluffing. I'll answer.
Right, I need to see what that last card is. I'll answer.
Right. Well, while we're busy getting the elephants out of the room, what's the crack with Cyrus?
Cyrus Gold.
Right. You're sitting in his seat at the moment, and his apparent injury is taking a long time to heal.
Well, you say that, but we bumped into him a while back, and I'm not gonna lie, he looked pretty fucking healthy.
Fairly quick to spring out up there all the same once he's out.
Clearly didn't like the look of the new kid.
Maybe. Although, considering he was the one getting the GM back into ring shape, I get the feeling someone around this table knows the real story. Am I right, Dekker?
Cyrus certainly did a good job in that regard, didn't he? Held my own against you, didn't I?
Like, you never lost it, mate. You'd have never thought you had that accident at all, would you?
No, that's true. Took a lot of work, but it all went well. Or at least that's what I thought. See, I've been around long enough to know that trust is a very rare commodity. Everyone's professional, everyone's respectful, but in the end, ambition overrides a lot of other emotions. And in the end, you look after number one. I made the very foolish mistake of trusting Simon Golding. I figured he was so eager to get me back on track that I didn't realize that everything that was said between us was going straight to the desk of Fred Rose. So I saw red when I found out about that, and I tore up his contract. As I always say in wrestling, you don't cross the boss. Isn't that right, Jamie?
So they say.
But that's a bit harsh, isn't it? No offence intended here, Gaffer, but we've had worse things going on around here, and some people are still around.
Like I said, Locke, when you give someone that trust and they betray it, sometimes you make a very emotional decision. But do I regret it? No. I'd do it again now if I had the choice.
Jesus. Remind me never to get in your bad side.
Why did you look at me when you say that, Morris?
Right, lads, last card is an ace of clubs. Now that's interesting.
What are you thinking, lad? Who is the straight?
Don't know, mate. Could be either of them. Someone's definitely bluffing, though.
Well, it was me. I gambled and I failed. I'm folding.
Not the only one that's got nothing. You've tucked your way well into this game, Dekker. But I know you've just been stringing us along. Raise 100.
Ooh. Good thing you got out, Jonesy.
Yup. Cutting my fucking losses, boys.
You think I've been lying this entire night?
Maybe. The truth is a bit elusive when it comes to you, Dekker, isn't it?
He could have been spitting yarns all night just to keep you playing.
Did he? Quite like the morph story.
You're all very easy to jump into Jamie's camp, aren't you? I'll see your 100, and I'll raise you another 100.
Will you fuck off now? Jesus.
Answer my call. And maybe I'll tell you the real story about the main event last month. You smelled a rat there, didn't you, Lewis? And I bet you're dying to know what's really going on there.
He's making it too obvious now. He's goading you into it.
Yeah, don't fall for it, lad. This is a classic bluff.
Shut up, the Perry. You can have your 100. And I'll throw in another 55. If you're going to spill the beans, why not clear you out as well?
Right then. What do you say, Bookerman? You going all in?
You know, it's funny how you've all assumed that I'm the one that's bluffing. When Rage here has been happy enough to trash talk on a hand he hasn't been willing to bet real money on. That's fine. You have all these boys under your thumb, but you don't have me. All in.
Oh, shit.
And before you ask, yes, Violet Storm was meant to retain. But Casey broke ranks. That Gogo Platter was real. She choked out Storm, and Sonny had to make the decision there and then. It was all a little plot between her, Midas, and Rose. So, mission accomplished.
Hold on a minute. Hold on. Did you say Rob Midas and Fred Rose?
Yeah, I did. Oh, did Lewis not mention that he's in bed with the Roses now? Very well to keep that quiet. Must have been able to bluff your way through the banter.
You did say earlier that you just went for one over the other, but no, not so sure.
You lads are so fucking fickle. He's having you on. He's been having you on all night. Dekker, I think you've been lying since the start of this game. If you had nothing in your hand, then anything you said tonight was untrue. Fair comment?
Suppose so.
Well, I know for one that I'm being upfront. Unlike you, I've got nothing to hide. Therefore, ace to 5 straight.
There it is. No.
Nice one, Reggie.
Well, hold on. Hang on now, all right? Let's see what Dekker has.
Well played. I thought you had nothing. I read you wrong. Money's yours.
Ooh, nicely done, J-Man.
Cleared the fucking booker out. Not many men can say that.
Fuck's sake. That aged me a couple of years.
Anyway, that was a bit of fun, wasn't it? Nice way to kill an hour or two.
Suppose you want your money back.
Why would I? Rage won a fair and square. It's all his. After all, he saw through all the bullshit I was throwing out there.
It was all nonsense.
What can I say? He's got a very vivid imagination. Anyway, have a good night, gents. Let's do this again sometime.
That shit was fucking intense.
Here, give us that cigar. I need one after all of this.
So, what's next, lads? We're gonna get around with Reggie's winner's purse?
You all right, J-Man?
Connor, flip over his cards.
Why bother? You said he had nothing.
Isn't it bad to reveal a hand or something?
Fuck it, I'll do it myself.
Oh, fucking way.
7 of clubs and 10 of clubs. He had a fucking flush.
He had the stronger hand. He should have won.
Does he know that? Maybe he thought the straight was stronger.
No, he knew. He had something in his hand, all right.
Hold on. Does that mean everything he said tonight was...
True. Every single word of it.